Hi everyone, it's Nicole back again from My Dear Charlie and welcome to my channel. Today I have another project to share with you from Banya at SS Digital Studio. This time we have a super cute Santa pocket folio journal. It's super cute. Look, I've gone a bit crazy with the ribbon, but that's okay, you don't have to do that. But anyway, what I thought I would do to get started, we'll have a flip through of the completed journal, and then following this there will be a full tutorial on how to put it all together. So sit back, maybe grab a cuppa, maybe a glass of wine depending on where you are in the world of course, and enjoy. So before we jump in and start this cute project, I'd just like to give you a quick look through at what you do get in the kit. It's a large kit. There's 31 printable pages in total. So I'm just going to scoot them over so you can have a look at each page before we get going. Okay, so let's get going. Pretty easy kit to prepare. All we need to do is trim the white borders off all of the pages, and then there's just a little bit of cutting with the pockets and stuff. So let's get going.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. that you're missing. I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Hey. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday.
Okay, so now we've got everything cut. Now would probably be a good time to do some finishing off. So if you wanted to ink the edges on anything, now would be a good time to do that. So if you wanted to ink the edges on the tags of your ephemera or on these loose pages, anything like that, it'll probably be a good time to get that started. What I'm doing with these, I'm just getting them into an order. Of how they're going to be. This is the little booklet that's going in the middle of the folio. So what I'm going to do, these don't actually get joined together. These are just going to slip in. So what I'm going to do, oh excuse me, is I'm just going to round the corners. And I'm going to use my big corner rounder for this one, because I can do all the pages at once. I got this corner rounder because I like to, on some of my covers, I like to round the chipboard, and I use some pretty thick chipboard which you can't use with the other corner rounders, and this one's great. And yeah, so much easier when you've got things like this to just get it all done in one go. Now I'm not going to ink the edges of those pages. Well, I might change my mind, but for now I'm just going to leave them like that. And I think for the tags, I don't want to do a dark, like a dark border around them. So I'm just going to use, again, it's a Tim Holtz Distress ink, this time in Antique Linen. This is just a really good neutral colour, but just gets rid of that stark white from the edges. So that's all I'm going to do with this, is just tone down the edges, because it is more a vintage, definitely a vintage style journal. And as you see, like with the pages, it's lots of neutrals and things like that. So I just like to tone that down.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sunset is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand.
Okay, so that's all our inking for now. This one here, I didn't separate them into 2 tags, so I'm actually thinking of making a little journal to go inside. I think that would be really sweet. I'll see if I can find some already coffee dyed paper, and then I'll actually do a little journal and I'll stitch those pages in, and we can slip it into the journal somewhere. So I'll leave that like that for now. There was this one here, I need to actually cut out this, so I'm thinking maybe this craft knife might be the best way to do it, because that has the little envelope that slips in there. So I might just remove this entire black piece. Nearly got it in one go. Okay, so that's fine. And I will just try and get a little bit ink in there. If I can bend that a little to do that. You're not going to see the back of this, so it doesn't really matter if there's a bit of ink in there. A little bit more. That's really cute. Okay. So now with these pages, all we need to do is figure out which way you want them, which order you want them to be in. What do you want for your first page? this being the cover. So what I might do first is might just score the spine in that. So it's a 1/2 inch spine, and that looks reasonably good, so I'll just stick with that. So I'll just score along here and along here. And then this is the bit that goes inside. This has got like a 1/4 inch spine, I think. Yeah, it's about 1/4 inch. So you have your pockets, then your booklet will go here, and then your other pockets in the back cover. So let's just score along here and along here. Now I will be rounding all of the corners on these, but not until I actually have the other pieces glued to it, because I want to make sure they're nice and you know, square with each page that is going to be attached. Oh, there's my bone folder. Thought I lost my bone folder. Okay, so I'll just give those a score. It's not imperative that I do it now, but I will do it now. It looks a little bit out, so I'll just need to readjust that a bit. Okay, so I'll show you how this is all going to work. And I will ink up the edges of these, but again, I'll wait till the pockets are done, because they're going to get glued to this as well. Okay, so the way it will work, you'll have pockets, then this is kind of like the inner cover. So that'll have like pocket attached to that, pocket attached to that, and then the other pockets, and then we'll have our little booklet in the middle, which will be held in by ribbon, which will be glued down the center of this spine, then this will be glued over that. So what we need to do now, we'll put that aside, and we need to figure out what order you want your pockets in as far as designs go.
Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart.
And that will be joined to the inside of the front cover. Then that will be a pocket up there, that will be a pocket up there, and that will be a pocket up there, and that will join to the back of this inner cover, but that could be a pocket as well. Maybe that could be a side loading pocket. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 pockets would be ample. there'll be 8 in total. But by all means, like, use them all up and put as many as you want. But I'm just thinking with the spine, the size of the spine, it might be hard to fit too much more in. So I think I will do it like that. Let me just fold these ones. So let's pop that in there. Yep, I think that will be fine. Obviously, I'll fold that down a bit more once it's ready to put in. But that looks quite neat, and that should sit. Well, it will open a bit. Could always put a closure on there. Could always put some eyelets and some ribbon. I might do that yet. I might do that, but I can wait until we're sort of finished. So there's the plan. So now I guess what we need to do is get all of these glued in nice and neat, and then we can keep working from there. Okay, so we're ready to start gluing. I thought what I would do first is glue the ribbon that I'm using. I've just got a red and a green. These are 3mm in width ribbon, which is 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to use the red and the green. I have marked lines here because this is also where the inner cover is going to go. So I've just, I've just marked it so it just makes it easier for me to line up when it's time to pop that in. But I thought I'll do the ribbon first, that way I can't forget. I'll just get some paper towel. I think we've all done that before, is get a little bit ahead of ourselves and get to the end and go, oh, okay, didn't put the ribbon in. So I'm just going to put a really quick bead of glue up that line. Just open that a bit. It's all built up in the nozzle. Probably because it's, well, it hasn't been that warm today, but we have had some warm weather, and I find that when that happens, the glue likes to work its way up. So let's just see. Okay, so this is just a fabric glue that I'm using. I don't need much. I'm going to glue one bit of ribbon on top of the other. I'll put the red one down first. I've made the ribbon about just over 3 lengths of the journal. And that looks about like the middle, so I'm just going to pop that along there. It's not really, but that should be enough to get a bow. And if not, then I'm going to be a bit stuck. Story of my life. Anyway, let's put this other piece down as well. I'm just going to do the same. I'll just dot some glue up there. Don't need too much. And then I'll do the same. I'll just do a rough measure. Okay, so that's that bit done. That'll give it plenty of time to dry before I need to put that inner cover in. So I'm going to put that to the side for now, and what we'll do is we'll get started on these pages that are going to form the pockets. There is another way that I could have cut these. I could have left a bit on the end, like 1/2 inch or something, and then folded that under, then glued it to there, just put glue along that fold, and then the pocket would have gone right to the edge. But I just didn't want that extra bulk because I think it's sort of going to be a tight fit in the cover anyway. But that's an option to do, so you would just fold that over, glue that bit, and then you would stick that onto there, and then just put your bit of glue around the edge to make that pocket. But for me, for this one, I am just sticking them directly to each other. Okay, so what I'm going to do, that is going to, when you open the journal or the folio, these will be the first page you see. That will be stuck to the cover, and this one will be the first pocket. So I'm going to use my Helmer's Professional Acid Free Glue. I love this glue on paper. You get really no warping and wrinkling, so that's why I choose this one. Oh, I don't want it too close to the edge. I'm just going to run it along there. Along the bottom. And along here. Ooh. On there, so that's all right. I'm just going to sort of run my finger along the edge. That way it pushes it right to the edge, and if there's too much, then it'll take off the excess. And then I'll stick that first one down. So that's the right way up, and then that's the right way up. And that looks pretty good. So I'll get my bone folder and just run it along those edges to make sure it's really nicely adhered down. And there we have our first pocket. Like, obviously that needs to dry, but yep, there's a pocket. So now we're going to move on to our next one. And we're just going to obviously do the same thing.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year. Come on up, come on in, get together for a good time, smile my dear. Come on in, come on up, come on over, we'll be dancing round the tree. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3. We know time is short, we blink and then it's gone. So we better make the most of what we've got. So take your neighbor by the hand and join the dance parade before the clock strikes and it's all too late.
So there's our front and our back. Now before I did say, oh, I love that glue because it doesn't warp the pages. This one seems to have warped the edges a little. That might be because maybe I was a bit heavy-handed on how much I actually put on those edges. This one's not as bad, but I'm sure once it's all put together and properly dried, it should be okay. So now I'm thinking it might be best to glue that to the inside cover. And we should be able to line that up properly, so that shouldn't be a drama. Now there's two ways I could do this. I could use tape and some glue, or I could just use glue. What I think I might do is I might run a bit of tape just around the edge, and then I'll just put some glue on there. So I think I'll do that.
1, 2, 3. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba ba da. Ba 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 da ba ba. Yeah, ba 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 ba. Come on in, get together. Come on in, come on.
Okay, so we'll stick the front one in first. So I'm just going to peel the backing off. And then I will put some glue down, a bit of glue along the tape, because that way when you stick it down, it's not permanent straight away, as in there's a tiny bit of wiggle room to get it in the right spot. Now I'm thinking I might just do it nice and sort of close together. And then I can actually kind of smear it on. So it's more of an even coating. Do the same along the edge on the tape. I probably really should put some wax paper or something down when I do this. I always think, oh yeah, I'll put some paper down, and I never do. Maybe I just like cleaning up mess. Okay, so what we're going to do now, this is the cover one. So I'm going to stand up. Sorry if my head or anything gets in the way, but I want to make sure that I get that as straight and as even as possible. I think that's pretty good. I might use my rubber roller to get that glue nice and spread and even. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. Except for up there. To really burnish that down. How's that? That's a lot better. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now I will do the exact same thing on the back.
Nothing better, so let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3. So let us have a swinging Christmas, just like 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. And then what we want to do is we now have this center bit, which is going to pop right into the middle. So again, I'm going to make this a side opening pocket. So I'm just going to run some tape along the edge.
Santa, the city is covered in snow tonight. Where did my love go? Santa, I'm waiting for him, but he's nowhere inside. And all of the presents are still by the tree. They don't mean a thing till he's here with me. If you know where it is, please give him a ride, and I will wait.
Okay. So that's pretty sweet. We've got plenty of embellishments to stick in yet. So, but what I think I might do is just still feels a little bit damp in places. So what I'll do is just let it dry a bit more. And then we can go ahead and get the rest of the embellishments done. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so all the glue is now nice and dry. So it's just time to pop in the tags and the pockets, and then we're done. So I've been through and I've figured where I want to put my pockets. So what I'm going to do is just use my art glitter glue to pop these in. I've gone ahead and finished off all the tags. I've put eyelets and ribbon in them all, so they're all done. So let's get to the last bit of gluing. So all I'm going to do is glue along these edges, and that way we can slip our ephemera easily into the pockets.
Here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee. So please, Santa, bring back my love tonight.
That was quick and easy. That's the gluing done. As I showed you, I'd already popped in a couple of pockets when I was getting everything ready. So now all we need to do is get all these beautiful tags and start popping them in.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
You could add more decoration to the front. I actually haven't got any nice, apart from these ribbons, I haven't got anything else that I could do, like a border or, you know, anything across the bottom. I haven't got a great deal of Christmassy blingy kind of things, but I think that looks really nice as it is, because I just love these prints. I think they're just beautiful. So there we have it. I hope that if you get this kit that you really enjoy making it. It is fun, and you saw, look, it's pretty easy. So it's just a matter of a bit of glue and folding some paper, and that's it. It's easy to cut out and easy to construct. So I hope you will enjoy that, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.